Hey everybody, it's Kim. Today I am concentrating on getting more protein in my diet. And as you know, protein, your meats and stuff are getting rather expensive. And I know a lot of people are struggling with that, especially those that have kids. You have to give up the snacks and things like that a lot of times in order to just put good basic food on the table. Well, I'm not super hungry today, but I want to get my protein in. So I wanted to show you a couple of things that I have done that really make it easy because I buy inexpensive vegetables. You can see I have carrots and celery here because that's basically the good vegetables we have at our tiny little store. I live quite a ways away from the grocery store, and we only have one in town, which is Walmart. And this is what I got. I got a 5-pound bag of carrots for under $4, and I got a pack of celery for $2 and something. So that's going to be my vegetables a lot for this week. So in order to get the protein in, I picked up a Greek yogurt. Now the Greek yogurt's a little more expensive. It's $3.57, but one of the things I concentrate on with this is making things more like a snack or a dessert with it. And I'm going to show you a recipe with some of this later. You use Jello with it, and it's super simple. But this has 17 grams of protein for 2/3 of a cup, or I figured around 24 grams of protein per cup. Myself, I probably eat about a half a cup for 12 grams of protein. So, some Greek yogurt and some vegetables would be a good snack for kids because the protein and the fat is what keeps you full longer. And that's why it's important to get some protein in their diets in between maybe school and dinner. The other thing I get is, now I'm not a cottage cheese fan. I'm going to tell you right away. I was skeptical on this, but there's some really good recipes out there that use cottage cheese, which I'm going to use today to show you how to make a simple high protein, once again, 25 grams of protein per cup, about 12-ish per half cup, same as the Greek yogurt, so they're interchangeable. This happens to be about 90 cents less. You get a little bit less. This is 24 ounces, and this is 32 ounces, so they pretty much balance themselves out. But the same with the Greek yogurt, high protein. You can get lower milk fat. I do that because I'm on a diet, as you guys know. And you can go large curd, small curd. I don't like the curd. You guys know I have texture issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this, and the yogurt, you just have to stir things together. This recipe, because I'm going to be adding some ranch dip. Now that's from my pantry. I did go to the grocery store yesterday. I bought, because I wanted some vegetables and some fresher fruit. And I spent right at $30. It was $30.60. And I purchased, well, I had to get water because if you guys don't know, our water is not drinkable in my area. It's not dangerous. It's just very, very high in salt and iron. So I really don't like the taste. But I'm going to take this, I'm going to take my stick blender, and I'm going to blend this up until it's smooth. All right, so I got that nice and creamy. So you can't tell it's cottage cheese once you get it creamed up. It's a little thick, so it depends on how thick you like it. You could add some milk to this, or almond milk is what I use because I use the unsweetened almond milk because it's lower calorie, but you could thin it down to make a salad dressing. So then you're not just adding empty calories and a bunch of fat to your salad. You could actually add some additional protein to it by using either the Greek yogurt or the cottage cheese. So the ranch says to add, 2 cups of whatever to your sour cream, I believe. Which sour cream is good, but, that's a lot of calories and it doesn't have as much protein. So this is the way I prefer to do it. And I'm just going to dump. I had a bunch of these packets. I haven't been using them, and I was like, what can I do with them? So I decided to make myself some snack food. Now on Weight Watchers, this does have points because it's got the 1% milk. milk fat in it, but it's very low points. A half a cup is only 1 point, I believe. So now I could eat a lot of dip and vegetables. If I'm hungry, I get my extra protein, and that's it. Now all I have to do is refrigerate it for a little while, let all those flavors mix together, and I have a very nice dip. Like I said, you can take it and blend it down, or, you know, add some liquid to it, make it a little bit thinner if you want. I happen to like it nice and thick. And we have quite a bit of extra protein right here in this little cup to dip with my vegetables. Now let me show you something really quick you can do at Jell-O. It's crazy and it's good. Okay, I saw this somewhere on the internet, and this is orange Jell-O. All I did was take the small box. I used the sugar-free, but you can use the regular. I used the small box of sugar-free Jell-O, and I added 1 cup of boiling hot water, and I dissolved my Jell-O until it was completely dissolved, and I let it cool to room temperature. Once I was done, I added in 2 cups of the Greek yogurt and stirred it in, and this sat overnight. I put them in jars. This is a 1 cup serving approximately. It made 4 of these, and now I have another high protein. This on Weight Watchers is a free, no 0 point treat because I used the plain Greek yogurt. And now I have another high protein snack. And I use the orange. It tastes like the old orange creamsicles. You could use any flavor you like in this. You could probably do it with pudding too. And I think your kids would like it. You can make a strawberry and put some sliced strawberries in it. Little whipped cream on top, and you have a really nice little dessert. So anyway, if you're going to be making snacks and desserts, you might as well make them worth the calories and your time, and add a little extra protein to it. Friends, in this pan I have sauteing some vegetables that I had frozen earlier in the year. I called it my winter vegetable mix. It has carrots, cabbage, onions, a little bit of broccoli. I don't remember, to be honest. I did a video about it. It's just a way I save some of the food before it goes to waste. And I'm going to add in some of my leftover rice. Okay, I made that a couple of days ago when I made my soup. And I'm just going to stir this together real quick. I'm just going to make a very simple stir-fried rice. And I got the heat up a little bit too high here, so let me turn that down just a tad. May need to add a little bit more oil. I like to have my vegetables a little bit brown. So I'm going to saute this for just a minute. I'm going to add in some garlic and 2 of those packets of chicken that I used a couple of days ago. It was these. Remember, they're from my pantry and they need to get used up. So let me stir that all together real quick here. All right, I stirred that together. I made a little well in the middle. And to that, I'm going to pour in, I'm using 4 eggs scrambled for more protein. Of course, it is fried rice, and most fried rice has eggs in it. And I'm just going to scramble this up till those eggs are just about cooked. One thing I like about this kind of recipe is it goes together so fast. I'm just going to stir everything together now that that egg is just about done. It's going to mix it all together really well. Let that egg finish cooking really nice. And I'm just going to stir in some soy sauce. I like to go a little bit light. You can always add more, maybe a 1/4 cup or so to start. This is a big batch, so a little extra won't hurt. And today I'm going to add in a little bit of, it's chive blossom vinegar that I made earlier this summer. I thought it might add a nice little zing to it. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons worth here. And then I'm just going to mix this up together till it all comes together nice. All right, I stirred everything together. Hey, it's not the prettiest dish on the planet, but it has everything you need in it. It has your rice, your vegetables, some protein between the eggs and the chicken, a little bit of seasoning, and it's good to go. So this is our dinner for tonight. yesterday was another leftover night. I just wasn't feeling up to cooking yesterday. We had leftover lasagna. We had some potato salad, deviled eggs, and I can't remember. I think I had a little bit of soup left over too. So anyway, there you go. Here's another quick pantry meal. I used up those packets of chicken, some frozen vegetables, some pre-cooked rice, and a bunch of eggs that I had left over. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm going to go eat my dinner.